Hey everyone, and welcome back to Esther ST. I hope that you're doing very well. Now, for those of you who have been subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will know the value of community and how much I emphasize about it. And for this reason, I want to continue on the power and value of communities. Now, just to remind you that community isn't always about the numbers, but it is about the quality of what you can get from your environments. There are times where we can assume that the number of followers we have equates to a wholesome community. But within all those followers, do you have a relationship with them? In certain situations, numbers play a big role because all these equates to a healthy community. The way you relate to someone. When I look at how far I've come, it's because of the people that God placed in my life to get me to where I am. And I also know the impact that I have made in people's lives. And those impacts are known as seeds, which starts off really small, whether it's a greeting, to complimenting someone's work, to making an attempt to meet up with them. The times and seasons that we are in demonstrates the value of community. And I want to ask you before I move on, what is community to you? This is your turn. Write down what community means to you and where you are right now in your season of building a community. Now, there are moments where we can feel quite shy to meet people. We may feel reserved. We may be introverted. And these are not problems at all. But there will be a moment in time where you will need to put yourself out there, whether you're a business owner or you're looking for a new career change, or you want to make new friends. You can't expect to stay at home and meet people. You have to also do your part to contribute to the value of people's lives. And when I think about what life truly is about, it is about building a healthy forum. And that forum doesn't have to be tens of thousands of people. You have to be faithful with the small community you have right now, rather than looking at someone else and thinking, I can do what they do. But you don't know what they did behind the scenes. And this is why it's important to be faithful with the community you have. When I think about community, I always think about what can I do for my loved ones? What can I do to build a healthier environment? And that's also about being authentic. Being authentic is something that no one can take away. No matter how much they want to be like you, you just have to own who you are and remind them to be who they are as well. You can't fit in a box, and you can't fit in the opinions of others as well. You have to know the right people that feed you and grow from there. And one platform I want to talk about and really honor is a women's platform called Magnify. And I'm also going to leave that down in the description bar below. They are an amazing platform, and I have enjoyed greatly from the wisdom from different women from all walks of life that have spoken about their journeys in business, progression, marriage, singleness, children, you name it. And it has been so good. The authenticity of these women is what we need in our society. You could right now be in a season of pivoting, and other people around you may not understand. So you have to take that time to quieten down and seek God and find out what it is that He wants you to learn in your season of pivoting. You can end up watching more podcasts through the Magnify YouTube channel. You can end up speaking to a really close friend that can intercede for you and pray with you about where you are. You can also read your Bible and take the time to soak in everything that needs to be shared. But more importantly, you can hide yourself in God, remembering that He hears you and He knows where you are. He is our first community. And when we have committed ourselves and built a relationship with God, He's then able to branch us out to meet others who do what we do and are aligned to what God has for us. The will of God for us is so important. You don't ever want to deviate because you don't feel like you fit in. but you want to ensure that you are implementing stillness and reflection into your daily practices and really discerning those who are meant to be in your life right now. A community can be really big depending on where you're going, and that also includes having mentors and coaches, having those that can see ahead, and also those who are wiser than you in certain areas without being intimidated. Do you know your breakthrough can actually come when you surrender and learn from others? Not because they're better than you, but because you need them. They probably need you too, but when you are in a season of pivoting and you can see that there's fruit in their lives, and everywhere they go, they're being an inspiration and carries influence, you need those people. And those are the ones that you hold on to. Those moments, and I'm going to speak from my experience, those times where I didn't expect a word, whether it be from a friend or a sermon or even a dream, that confirms to me I am where I need to be, or something that I've prayed to God about or spoken to a friend about. God just knows how to reveal it and put it in the right place at the right time. And that's because I didn't force it. That's because I didn't worry about it. I just let everything go. And sometimes life will have to teach you to let things go, let things be. You don't need to force anything to happen. Even when it comes to building friendships, building relationships, which take time, you're still able to detect and find out, what can I gain from this person? Is this person feeding me or do they need me? You need people that can feed you, invest in you, but you also need to do the same thing. I don't need anyone that will be toxic around me. I want to make new friends. I want to be around new people, and that is fine. But the question that you need to remind yourself of is, am I a good friend? Do I have what it takes to show value in someone else's life? Am I showing up in my loved one's success? Am I really influencing people with my life? Or am I trying to show them that my life is all good, I have no worries or problems? Am I someone that is envious of someone else's community and someone else's joy? Can I really be happy for people even when I'm still waiting? Communities are built through trust, honesty, and authenticity. It's built by showing up as well. There has to be an element of grace that you have, that you give to others, but you also give to yourself. So value the people in your life. Do not take them for granted, because you never know when their lives will change. You may think that even where you are right now, with the community you have, is all you need. You need to be prepared for where you're going and what you desire to see, because times and seasons change. And when I think about my community 10 years ago, they're not all the same people I have today. And in the next 10 years, it will change for good. Why? Because I'm maintaining my communities. I'm maintaining my friendships. I'm maintaining my relationships. How about you? Are you taking the time to invest in those who invest in you? Are you taking the time to also be open and find out what other people like? We are very mindful that not everyone can follow us to where we are going. But it doesn't mean that you can't build a community of new people to come into your life. So I want this video to remind you that community is everything that you need to succeed in this life. You can have a community of 10 people. How are you investing in those 10 people? What value are you giving them? What is it that when they have you, that they get? Do they get joy? Do they get clarity? Do they feel confident? Can you see that confidence in them as they are around you? You always want to be that person that is a light in the lives of others. You don't ever want to succumb to bitterness or toxicity or social media competition, because social media is just one way of building a community. But real community is when you're offline and you meet up and you have an authentic relationship which you build with time. It's great to have a following, but aside from the following, what do your followers get from you? Can they reach you, or are you too busy trying to make more followers? It's so important that we take the time to pause and ask, who is my community? Who have I been called to serve in this season? Even with the gifts that I have, whether your gifts is writing, speaking, singing, teaching, dancing. And for the women, you will know how important it is to look after yourself, inwardly and outwardly. What you eat, what you wear, it is so important. And again, how you look attracts the right people to you. Your beauty, which is a quiet, gentle spirit, not just how you look outwardly, not just your makeup or your physical features, but the way you carry yourself. The character speaks before anything else does. Your integrity will speak for you, but you need to be faithful to the community that you have. And therefore you grow and you become better, and people will start gravitating to you. And that's what we want to see. Not desperation, not, hey, can you see me? I'm here. But being yourself and cherishing the people who are in your life right now. Because all we have is today. It's very easy to put tasks off. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it over the weekend. No one knows tomorrow. And I know we say this loosely, but it is the truth. We don't want to take any moment we have in life for granted, neither the people who are in our lives. So I want this video to encourage you and remind you that there is power in community. And when you feed your community, you start to gain more wisdom. You start to understand the ways people are and how to see that progress scale in their lives. We always want to invest in people and see results, but those results don't come quickly and it can take time. But those people who stay with you through the good times and in the bad times, they are the people that you call your community. Community is not only for those who celebrate you in the good, but who also check up on you when you've gone quiet or when you've taken time away from social media just to unwind. Those few people that connect with you outside social media is your community. So make sure that you take the time to invest in them. Build a relationship with them even further. Ask them what their goals are and find out how you both can work together. As iron sharpens iron, so does a friend sharpen his friend. No matter where you are in the world or who you are, you need the right community. It's impossible to be a successful influence in this earth without having the right people in your life. And when I'm talking about the right people, again, it's not about how many people, but it's the quality that they bring out in you and what they can provide to you. Those powerful words of wisdom that is shared can never be compared to the number of followers that you have. Build that community family and you will see how far not only will you go, but those in your environments. Because we want to see our loved ones win. When you win, I win. When I win, you win. We celebrate each other and we continue building more communities for the generations to come. At some point, everything we have will be passed on to someone else. So why don't you pass on to your community good legacy, good morals, integrity, humility, love, authenticity, value. All these contribute to the community at hand. So over to you. What community are you looking forward to building in 2024? Is it a friendship community, a business community, a lifestyle community, a professional community? Leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching this video. Until next time, I'll see you in the upcoming one. Take care. Bye.